This fried chicken is better than your girl's fried chicken.
Wings and things.
Wings and things.
Fried chicken wings. Season your meat. Season the chicken. Season the batter. Season the oil. Season the chicken after it was fried. Then we have two dipping sauces. One is a sweet, sour, and spicy jam reduction. And we have a sour cream and herb dip.
And you know the chicken was fried with fresh harvest, soybean oil, and everything nice and cool done.
If somebody finds me a husband, it'll be somebody's girl fried chicken.
I respect this chicken.
Safety first. Today we're doing wings and things. This is the wings, the things. Wash your meat 2025. Lime. I actually already rinsed this meat in some vinegar water. So the lime at this point is just, because you have to wash your meat in lime, but also to add some flavor to the wings themselves. It's smelling better. It looks better. No. Right. Okay, good. Yeah. Okay, so after I added the lime and the water into here, let it soak for about 5 minutes, and I'm throwing out the water, but I'm not rinsing off the chicken because I told you I rinsed it before with vinegar. So I'm actually leaving the limey flavor in here. All right. Garlic powder. I know you all know I have no measurements for this. Please, please. Save us all the stress. Do not ask. Do what feels right. Onion powder, garlic powder, jalapeno powder. This is what Melina has. We should have been using cayenne, but we do not have that today. And spice is a must. A little paprika. Salt and black pepper, apparently. Oh, to the black pepper container because, Melina the magician.
That's the one I'm making see.
Oh, God. I'm not tell you. Salt. And why are we black to do this video?
I know dumpling sauce.
I have more seasoning on me than the chicken have. So this is kind of weird, but it's my blend. You thought you brought this, huh?
Yeah.
It's a little blend I have with chili powder and some pot seasonings and chicken seasonings and whatever. It just, don't beat up too much about it. You ain't missing nothing. So we're mostly using a dry rub on this meat with the addition of ginger and garlic. We're not doing the typical green seasoning type wings, And I mean, I love some green seasoning. Garlic and ginger. Well, mixing up this, I'll let you all know that Melina and Rendel told me that my recipes are too complex. And we have to simplify it, and this is the best I could have done for you all today. First of all, my friends could cook it. Every last one of them. You all know yourself. Don't let them put you all down. Season your meat. I feel so weird that I didn't put anything green in here. I'm trying my best. I standardized the recipe so that it wouldn't be 4,000 things in one recipe. Ta-da! If y'all come for me in this video, I'm coming in the comments. Because I have nothing for it to talk about. Not a thing. Season your meat. Oh my God, we could put some rum in the wings? Melina, put some rum in the wings, sir.
Right,
Actually making a drink.
Get it close up, yeah. You try it now. I just added a little bit of pimento for color, but I'm really trying not to do too much right now. Yeah, but I put all of this in the Instagram, Because they'll be like, why she didn't? Not a single person on this internet. Smoke that. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Secondary gloves. All right, time to season your flour. Every step of this is very important. If you season one part of your process and you don't do the other part of your process, you're going to have halfway seasoned food, and then you're going to lose the essence of what you worked so hard to put together, which is the seasoning on the meat, because your flour is just going to be bland. So make sure you go the extra mile and season everything. For the flour mixture, I'm going to use the same blend I told you I had. Some jalapeno powder again. We're basically using a lot of the dried seasoning that we use in the meat. Some annatto. Onion powder. Garlic powder. Not a place to have allergies at all. Melina's blend of salt and black pepper. So, you know, I'm not going to add any salt to this because our food production whiz would have put together a lovely, lovely little thing for us here. And I'd bad mind to it. Melina, bring some adobo. My fat arms jiggling. You know the fried chicken would never taste good if I didn't have that jiggle, right? See you now. You know, as you said, I got burnt to your fried chicken, you know. Just a few days ago. I'm gonna tell you something. I can get burned anyway. It's like a skill. It's a resumeable skill. And I don't ever stop it. I just continue after I get burned. That's about it. I forgot the cornstarch. And you all know what cornstarch does. It gives you that very light, dry, crisp on your on whatever you're battering really, whether it be vegetables or meat. Parsley flakes, which do not serve much purpose other than aesthetics. Lena, this fall out. I hear like fish food. You know? It looks just like fish food. Ah, there you go. All right, let's start battering. No flour was harmed in the making of this. I transported my eggs pre-cracked. Such a bitch. I'm not going to do a dread station, and I'm certain most people, when they're at home making their fried chicken, they do not do a dread station either. It's a quick, easy process. But this is a little life hack that I use to complement my laziness. I'm trying to not get my bowl, so I'm going to use... Sorry. I'm going to use 2 eggs right in here. And just mix it in. You could just dip your meat into the flour batter and then, you know, fry from there. Or if you want to keep things a little neater and mess free, you can use a plastic bag. You could use a brown bag. I'm gonna do this over here in case I make a mess. Very dexterous spoon. And she... Ain't today a good day? Yeah, see inside my bag? I know I sold this as you know, less mess, but just make sure your brown bag doesn't have a hole. That would be a really good idea actually. A mountain of meat. Fresh harvest oil. Best way to get something out is to spiral it. Okay, it doesn't work with this, does it? Fresh harvest soybean oil. Now, why are these in two different bottle and labels? Flavor your oil. Some garlic, some thyme, some podina, Spanish thyme, hot pepper, I mean, you could take an extra pepper in it. You have a little celery stalk hanging around. Them old leaves are shadow benny you don't want to use. I mean, I would use it still, but you know what I mean? This is the place. This is some gold right here. Flavor your oil. Flavor everything. So we flavored the chicken. We seasoned the chicken, we seasoned the flour, and now we're seasoning the oil. This is so good. A mountain of meat. It's the size of my head right now. It's true about eating all this meat, eh?
That's what he said.
That's what she said. You better get your piece in that audio, eh? Don't make me look like I was being raunchy on my own. I was prompted. I couldn't help myself.
Seems like it really.
Very. Remember, the wings are actually gonna bring down the. Sorry. Remember, the wings will actually bring down the temp of the oil. So you want to leave it high until you add in your pieces of wings and then lower it. Well, that's what I do anyway. You can do what works best for you. I'm trying to get this fried out quickly, so as much as could fit inside there, I'm doing that. Do not overcrowd your oil, remember that. Never overcrowd your oil, it's just gonna stew inside there. You won't have enough space for it to get crispy. Make sure everybody is submerged. So I'll turn this down to low now. The first batch usually gets the greatest amount of heat, so it's just about playing with your oil and your temperature a little bit to see what works best for you and how much you need to adjust it during the other batches. Sorry, these wings aren't that large, so I know they're not going to take that long to cook, and you also do not want your wings to be dried and overcooked, so please. You know, the best way to figure out if your wings cooked is to eat one. Well, the best to be getting my backside here. I'm a fat ass. I love when I have enough oil for a harvest. Did good for us today. A much easier fry than a shallow fry, but you know, ideally for home style fried chicken, I prefer a shallow fry and not a deep fry. Have something for team flats and team drums. Y'all don't forget to go in the comments and let us know if you're team flats or team drums. Ta-da-da-da. Oh my god, I have buckets! Shit. Look at these nice golden brown nuggets of goodness. You know what I like to say? I'm gonna fry some onions. This is also gonna flavor your oil a little bit, huh? It gets so bubbly and gassy every time you add onions. Jeez.
Smells like KFC.
It could never be because it's not local. It's fried chicken. It's them onions. It's the onions.
That's what I have.
Tasters. Very necessary in my household. Actually, we have to allot chicken for tasters. This is very hot, by the way. I just pulled it out of the oil. Oh. Please do a close up on another piece. Oops. And you want me to do a sort of theatrics here for me to burn myself? Right? I can't get a man see my chest the other day and he was like, one of my friends, he was like, you didn't use anything on that chest yet? How people go like you? And I was like, bro, people will like me just. We are doing 2 dipping sauces today. One is a creamier sauce and one is a jam-based, preserve-based sauce. So use whatever you have. But I will tell you, jellies are usually too gelatinized. Is that a word? Either way, it's very difficult to break down a jelly if you're using it in a sauce. So I would suggest you use a preserve here. The disrespect. I would suggest you use a preserve here just because it's looser and you get those little pieces of fruit, which is wonderful. But I mean, you know, I would say use what you have. So that's about a few tablespoons. Look at suckness.
Yeah, that's true.
When we were younger, my grandmother, everybody, all my cousins, everybody, we used to gather up and go by a tree. I don't know if it's my neighbor tree, I can't tell you. But whenever it was guava season, we basically used to go there and everybody used to pick all the guavas we could find, and it's really good, fresh organic stuff just growing on the land. And we used to make homemade jams. This reminded me of that. Shout out Cynthia. She lives abroad. Ginger. A little garlic. apple cider vinegar for a little bit of heat, because we want this to be sweet, tangy, spicy. Drop a little. Ooh, that smells good. Smell like you could eat some fried one roti with it. I wouldn't know, neither would you, how sweet the sauce would get, so you'll have to figure out if you need to add some sugar to this, and I probably would need to balance the flavors, but I'm going to put it on the stove and just simmer it until it's... I am also going to add a little bit of water to this. This is just an effort to thin this out. My daddy made a little green seasoning for me.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna put it on the stove, and that's the only way I'll get it to become homogeneous. Could take a little more jam. You could always take a little more jam. I tasted it, so I know that it needs a little bit of sugar. And I added in a little more preserves. I am turning this off. This will thicken a little bit. Your pectin will give us a little bit of thickening. And yeah. Smell really good. Super fresh. Got them from my garden. And some parsley. Gonna add a little bit of garlic, like a tablespoon. And your sour cream. The sour cream so thick and luscious. I love that. Some lime juice. You know I get dizzy there?
I don't need to address something.
I'm just at an age right now,
Oh
Rendel.
my god, I see these this one. I didn't even know. Wow.
That sounds cool. Oh, they're really wicked to bring this lime for me. I feel like I have to Hulk to get this lime on. Alright. Some salt and black pepper. A little bit of vinegar. I have been using apple cider vinegar too. I've been using apple cider vinegar throughout today's process, but I mean, you know, no pressure. Oh, that sunlight looks really nice on this. You know, if we were in Food Network, it would have somebody frying this chicken while. And I think you all should really work on your production team, because, I mean, I can't be the star and doing all the actual labor. I have no idea. These videos take a full day to make. It's like I'm doing a movie. Every shot is 40 shots. I have to redo things. And then on top of that, we have place to wash. This entire place to clean. It do be easy. It do be easy.
Tell them, tell them. Sorry.
Taste your sauce. Because this was nice and creamy. I just needed a little more salt. And black pepper. Because, you know. With this, you want to let it sit a little bit, because remember we have a lot of raw fresh ingredients in here, and the only way this will make is if you give it a minute. So don't rush the brush. Make this first, It's not Chigill's fried chicken.
I am so blown away with everything that she like, imagine, right? We had a conversation before we did this recipe and I was like, Melanie, just take it down a little bit now, please. I'm begging you. Just a simple fried chicken.
Don't lie, it was an argument.
Yeah, and we still, look how long we
A
here
debate.
doing this recipe. But I mean, it's simple, but it's also very complex. And I think that is the thing I love about Milova's catering is like, even though you want something simple, it will never be simple.
Fried chicken wings. We season the chicken, season the batter, season the oil, season the chicken after it was fried. Then we have two dipping sauces. One is a sweet, sour, and spicy jam reduction. And we have a sour cream and herb dip.
And you know, the chicken was fried with fresh harvest soybean oil. It walked in, everything nice and golden.
And the oil held up really well, to be fair.
And me didn't taste nothing, so I my mouth it.
No, you could
Oh,
just want to talk myself while your mouth full.
Okay.
It's really a contrast situation because one of the sauces is a little bit lighter, sweeter, fruitier, and it has that balance with sweet and tang. And then the other one is the sour cream. It's very creamy, something like a ranch, but I don't know. I just make it up.
A creamy cheesy ranch? Does have cheese in it? What? What is in all the sour cream? Right. Oh my god, it's feeling like cheese though.
I know, right?
Not your girl's chicken.
Let us know. Are you a
Wow.
flats kind of guy? Or are you a drum kind of guy?
I like the drumettes. It just feel like mini drumsticks. Yeah. Yo.
Yo.
In terms of flavor, like this is the most like. And even. I love this sauce. This one
And
is,
it's just so crunchy, right?
and I know you use sweeten it up. This is amazing. Like, girl,
We just made all of this up.
why does sell wings? You put people out of business.
I know I would normally want to use like 80 ingredients in one thing, but I'm so glad they pulled me back because I think that I had to use my creativity and it slaps.
Oh, you're glad?
Yep.
You're glad?
Hey, eat
Boy.
a vegetable and hush now.
I don't fight. I don't fight for what I just like, oh, fine, we'll do what you want.
Eat some of my little crudity. Y'all, try these wings. Don't ask some measurements in the comments, please. Talk to your ancestors, not me.
Wow. Oh,
Hold
God.
it down.
Rings and things.
Rings and things.
That's good, that's good.
You know, if somebody finds me a husband, it'll be somebody's grilled fried chicken. And that man will be very proud.
I don't know if you're gonna be proud. He might be a little stressed, but you know, as you say.
What you said last time?
Happy
That's
wife.
between me and Jesus. Get out.
Happy wife, happy life, as they say. No, I was gonna say it's tasty, it's crunchy. It's obviously more than 11 herbs and spices. How much herbs and spices do you have in here? What do you think?
I don't really know, you know.
Because with the lineup, all we were.
Melina, why are you putting rum in a teacup?
Wow.
And why am I still cooking? She's smart. I thought it's tea she drank it.